This is the day that the Lord has made. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Uh, it's Friday. Y'all, it's time to celebrate. It's Friday. So what I did was, I know Lady Sky wanted me to go to Starbucks to get the pumpkin something drink. I didn't go there. This is McDonald's pumpkin, iced pumpkin coffee. It was the cheapest one. I actually got it for 99 cents because I'm using my McDonald's reward coupons, whatever. And I really wanted to have some pumpkin bread, but I bought myself an apple pie. I don't have the ingredients to make pumpkin bread, and since I was at McDonald's already, I got myself an apple pie. It's Friday. I'm doing great. Robert, how are you? Let me taste this first of all. I added my own whipped cream, some pumpkin spice, and pink sprinkles, but let me see. Ooh. A lot of coffee flavor. See the cheap? The cheaper the coffee, the more stronger the coffee is. But it tastes alright. I really don't taste pumpkin. You like my hair? Thank you, Robert. Let me get it all blended. Maybe we'll have less coffee flavor. Yeah, I need to stay up later today, so that's why I'm having some coffee. Otherwise, I don't drink coffee. This is always tastes good. Thank you for your compliments, Robert. It is one of my favorite shirts, and this is my new favorite hairstyle at the moment. I haven't worn my hair like this since I was in my early 20s. But I am enjoying it. Yeah, I thought I was gonna go with bangs, but now I'm just letting them grow out for a little bit. Thanks, Robert. So what's going on with you all people? So yesterday, when it was almost time for me to leave work, somebody came into the office. I was like, hello, how can I help you? Like I greet anyone else. And it was the lead supervisor guy. I was like, what are you doing here? I'm thinking he was coming to check up. He was coming to check up on the maintenance guy. I don't know. It was unexpected. So today, it was business. There was no chit-chatting, no having work. Isaac, what on earth are you talking about? So yeah, today was all about business. You like that song, Robert? Mm. I can't remember when I first heard that song, but I remember watching a little video clip of the Madagascar hippo and that song, and it really cracked me up. Hello, T. Hello, his word. I don't understand the question, Con. Con. Yeah, what is everybody doing on this lovely Friday? I still don't know what Isaac is talking about. I'm not sure. Okay, let me share something with you all. I use the word love very sparingly because I think about how the number one commandment is to keep God first. I love God, but it's very sparingly for me to love things, love music, love people. I use it very sparingly. Awesome, his word. I'm very intentional with the words that I use. I don't remember at what point I started to do that. I've said it before. Mean what you say what you mean, and don't say it mean. The third one I added from my friend April when I heard her saying that. I don't use the word love a lot. I've replaced it with light, enjoy, because I don't want to give I don't want to make it seem like I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Isaac, oh wait. Isaac says, being rooted instead of being a branch. I use an analogy because you're eating apple pie. I still don't understand what Isaac is saying, y'all. Robert says Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stirs up anger. If only this was like a wrap. I wrapped this thing up pretty good. All right. His word says, love the Father's heart, mind, and soul, and love each other the same. That is how I define love. Thank you for sharing that, his word. I don't like to say, I love that song. I love this food. That's what I'm saying. I say I like it. I enjoy it. Hello, Sam. How are you? So yeah, I'm trying, this pumpkin drink from McDonald's, a coffee, because I'm going to have a late night today. And I wanted to try it. I mean, it's October. It's the season for pumpkin. Yep, there is a difference between like and love. Love is a very, very strong word in my vocabulary. Love has a lot of feeling behind it. Like is not really a feeling. It's just a choice, maybe. You don't like pumpkin anything. I've been making pumpkin bread, except I don't have the puree. So I didn't make any pumpkin bread this week. I've never tried pumpkin drinks, but I'm doing it because I have one YouTube friend. Her name is Lady Sky. She really wanted me to try the Starbucks pumpkin, but I'm not really into Starbucks. I prefer McDonald's taste over Starbucks. Plus, the price is better at McDonald's. Yep, Robert. That's right. Don't use love unless you mean it. I don't know what this person is saying. Hello, Omar P. How are you doing? Is your hand doing better? Yep, that's what Barbara Marley said. Isaac, where are you from? Because I am not understanding what you are typing. And I'm just curious, where do you come from? Are you from Mars? Are you from Jupiter? His word says, I have a question for you, sister. Do you wish me to continue to send you the inspirational videos or not? If not, I will stop sending them. You're sending me videos? His word, where are they going to? If you're emailing me, I'm sorry, I don't look at my email but once in a great while. Because nobody ever emails me. Omar P says, Happy New Month. Yes, it's October. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, his word. I need to go read my email then. You're still in the cast. All right. Yes, I remember the people who come on here regularly. I will remember whatever you share with us. But people who come randomly or once in a great while, I don't remember so much. Yeah, I'm just horrible with looking at my email. I have, because when you have a job, usually you have a work email. So I've got that email. I have my personal email. Now that I'm in college, I've got my college email. And I forget to check my YouTube email. Peace be with you too, Omar. I'm just happy it's Friday. I am so happy. My brother, okay, this is sad. My brother sends me a lot of videos through text. I don't get through those either. And then he's like, "Did you watch that video I sent you?" I'm like, not yet. My nails are bad again. Thank you for keeping me company, Robert. Anything exciting happen for anyone? So, I don't know who has children on here, but I do like to share a lot of stories about me and my child. This is my channel, it's my journey, it's my life. So, I share it. I was at work. It was about almost 9 o'clock, and my son is calling me. He never calls me, y'all. It's very rare for my son to call. He will text, but rarely calls. So I answer, and he's like, "Mom," and there's a long silence, and I know it's not good when he does that. I'm like, "Just get it out, son. What do you need?" So he's like, "We're gonna have a little celebration in class today, and we're supposed to take food." And he said he wanted to take pizza. I'm like, okay. He's like, "But the pizza place isn't open right now until after I'm already in class." He was like, "So can you go get us some pizza?" Well, really, it was a two-part question. Number one, will you buy pizza? Number two, will you get it and deliver it? So me being a wonderful mom, because this is my only kid, I don't want to. I can appreciate that he loves to give, that he cares. He could have just showed, not cared about taking food at all. So I'm like, okay, I will do this for you, child. So I went online and ordered the pizza so that it would be ready when they opened their doors. And I delivered it, and all was well. Yep. Never know what's going to happen. I'm telling you, I wake up so thankful that number one, God gives me this day, this opportunity to make my wrongs right, and which would be one day closer to heaven. And then I'm just looking forward to his plans. It's always exciting. Oh, goodness. Always exciting. Anybody else have anything to share, chat? Thank you, Robert, for being here. I'm going to pull up this person real quick. Oh, that's so beautiful. Okay, whoever Isaac Wilson is, they're a phony and a fake, and you just barely started your account. Like, why would you do that? Happy Friday, Daniel. That's what I'm talking about. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Is anybody named Isaac Wilson? Because your identity has been stolen. So I've reported it. Robert says he likes the 1959 song by the Drifters. There goes my baby. No lack of sunshine. Is that the one, Robert? Sam says Sean was sentenced. I really don't care, Sam. I mean, I'm happy to know that he was sentenced, but he's not important for me to go and keep up with, if that makes sense. But thank you for sharing. Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad that all that was brought out to the light, you know, with that Sean Combs. But it was not worth my time to sit there and get updates all the time. They said the most he could get was 20, I believe, and that's what I was hoping he would get. But yeah, I guess that's better than nothing, right? And that is the song? All right. I kind of have stopped watching the news because it's boring right now. And I would rather spend my time in something else. Like right now, so as soon as I come home, I do turn on the news. And I'm like, usually the news that I watch has 3 different kind of stories happening at the same time. And if any one of them is interesting, I'll keep it on. If none of them interests me, I just turn it off. The excitement that President Trump had it's like, it's gone down a little bit. He did so much in his first few days, and now it's just every now and then there's some kind of update. And so it's not so exciting anymore. The song is a nice song. I know I've heard that song, Robert. Is it an old song? Oh, it is. You said from 1959, right? I don't even know how I knew the lyrics because it's not something I listened to. Okay, for anybody that is on here, that person, Isaac Wilson Jr., has a picture of someone's driver's license and social security. So I reported him. I think that is outrageous. I don't believe that's really him. And why would he put out that information? I'm not going to play it, Robert. Yeah, people, I guess I keep getting surprised by people. It is just evil. I guess that's the word, evil. For someone to show somebody else's driver's license and social security card. And even if it's made up, it's still dumb. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, so I had every intention to come on here yesterday after work because it was my 5-year celebration of having videos on YouTube. But I took my dad to the doctor, and that took basically the whole afternoon because we had to travel. And then when I came home, I was spending time with my son. So I did not have time to come on live. Hello, J. Dean. Thank you, his word. Yes, I had a reminder as soon as I opened up my YouTube studio. It popped up as a reminder. I just quickly swiped away because I was trying to do something else, and then I could never get it back because I think it had do you want to share this? And I just swiped it away. And I was looking for that date for a while, and I finally got it. And so now I have my date for going live. Unknown. It is 3 o'clock where I'm at. Yes, 5 years. Oh my. That's a long time. Do you know how many times I wanted to quit? How many times I wanted just to delete my channel? I was like, why does it matter what I have to say or what I have to post? And then I would think about the time and effort that I had put into videos. I was like, no, we're going to keep this up because I don't know how long YouTube will be around, but it could be something for my grandkids to watch. It'll be something for my son to watch one day because I highly doubt my son watches my videos. Yep. One thing I knew, I did not want to be like anyone else. I wanted to be me. So I get a lot of emails about people claiming that they can help my channel grow. And I'm like, I don't want it to grow. I'm happy the way it is. I don't even respond. But I just think to myself, I didn't ask for your help. I don't know. I don't really like when people come at me. It's like, okay, if I wanted your help, I would have asked you for help. Um, his word says YouTube doesn't like me at all because there is no money to be made on my channel. They make my videos hard to find and sometimes put the wheel of death on them, making it hard to follow the Bible studies. That's crazy, right? His word. Um, it's all about money for YouTube, I guess is what you're saying. Yeah, I don't get a lot of views and I'm okay with it. I don't get a lot of viewers either. That's why if I'm here, it's because I really, really, really want to be, because it does take time. It does take time away from my real life. And time is precious. I remember you said that, his word. It's all this connected thing that there's money here, there's money here, there's money here. And before you know it, the little product that probably only cost 50 cents to make now costs $50 or $100 because there's so many hands wanting money off of, the commercials, the advertisements, the celebrities. Like, why do you need a celebrity to be in a commercial? Why can't it just be a regular person? Because that just jacks up the price for the consumer. And the people at the top, the owners, the stakeholders, whoever, the investors, they don't want to take a less profit. It's sickening when I think about it. The word of you are is truth, and the beast system hates the truth. Yeah. Isn't that? It's just something else. Something else, something else. I'm trying to think, when did I realize about consumerism? Like the problem with consumerism. Um, when did I realize that? It was recently, basically, when I stopped to think about it, and it's just disgusting. It really is. I know people don't like to talk about politics, and they definitely don't like to talk about spirituality, religion, but it's life. It's part of life. So people are upset about tariffs for things coming in from other countries because it reduces their profit, because it would reduce their sales. That's what it comes down to. And it's like, Why would you depend on your product from somewhere else? I don't know. It's just very sickening, y'all. When the closer you get to God and want, live in truth, the more sickening it is when you see reality, when you look around. His word says, money is the root of all evil. It is a tool to be used, but many worship it as an idol. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have been blessed that the Lord has given me abundance, but I had to work. Hey, Lively Cuts. I worked my tail off. I went to college. I had a few jobs at the same, all at the same time while I was going to college. And eventually I was able to get a full-time job, but was still going to college. And so I'm able, even as a single mom, I'm able to provide a very good life for my son. I grew up with two parents who worked. My mom and my dad, they both worked, and they would also do side, jobs on the side to help make extra money. And we still sometimes would be without. So I'm very blessed and very thankful that I can provide a very different life for my son, even though I share with him all the time the struggle. But in reality, I would be okay living in a studio or a one-bedroom place and having an older vehicle. I would be fine with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But we live in a society where people want more. They want big. They want new. They want name brand. That's one thing I struggle with my child. He says that there's a lot of kids at school who wear very expensive brand clothes. Now, whether they're real, authentic, or fakes, I don't know. And I'm like, but that's not what matters. It doesn't matter who made the clothes, what brand is on. Your confidence should not come from what you're wearing. And I grew up with my mom making my clothes, or I'd have hand-me-downs, or we would go to the secondhand store. Does my son have a game? He does. That's why I've got my coffee so I can be wide awake. Robert says Proverbs 13:22, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, but the wealth of the sinners is laid up for the just. Excuse me. Hey Siri, set a 1 hour timer.
1 hour starting now.
1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of evil. His word says, Yeshua provides for all of our needs and most of our wants if you worship him and believe in Yeshua as our Messiah. Amen. Robert says, Proverbs 21:20, there is treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. Thank you, Lively. Yeah, we prayed before he left. Well, the team has a whole routine before game time. So we prayed together before he had to go with his teammates, and then they pray together. And then I'm going to be praying extra right before game time as well. For my son's safety, for everyone's safety, I pray that the Lord gives my son courage, strength, and that he will be effective but not extra. It is an away game. Yep, so I will be going by myself. I also pray for the Lord to give me boldness because sometimes I get in my feelings when I get there and I'm sitting all by myself and I see people with their partners, with their kids, with whoever else. These are the moments where it's like you kind of know if you have close family and friends, and you think you do, but you don't. Yeah, I wanted to cry earlier today, like way earlier. So I'll be going by myself, but it'll be good. It'll be fine. Oh, you know what I'm talking about, Lively? Yeah. So every year I used to put out a message to my family. I'd be like, this is my son's schedule. This is what he's playing. If anyone wants to come and support. Mm, every now and then, maybe once or twice a year, a family member will show up. And I have a big family. It's not like I have come from a small family. I'm talking about like my aunts, uncles, cousins. It's a big family. And we live, basically, the majority of us live here where I'm at. It can be sad if I dwell in it. Lively says he's been by himself. His parents are 2 hours away. Oh, it is hard, right, Lively? my sandals are actually still on, Robert. But yeah, the struggle is real, y'all. That is why I need God so much. So what I was gonna say, this year I decided not to tell anybody about my son's schedule at all. If they show up, they show up, but I'm not going to. I mean, when it comes to football, you know there's a game every Friday night. That schedule, and it's public. It's announced everywhere, especially in a small town. So I did not tell anybody, and so far nobody has shown up. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay, his word, thanks for being here. Yeah, so I had this realization this morning when I was at work. I'm like, Lord, why do I get these feelings and these thoughts? Because there was like a family text going on, and it just made me sad. They were making plans, and I'm like, okay, so now I know they're not going to my son's game. It just kind of made me a little bit sad, because I know I've been to games for other people. I would make it a point to show up. I would take time off of work. So I just had to not focus on it because I needed to work, you know. And then when I came home from work, I wasn't thinking about it. And now I'm thinking about it again, but it's okay. Because this is something that maybe someone needs to hear. Yes, you might be alone, but when you are with God, be strong, be courageous, be bold. That's all you need. I try, Lively. I know people have things going on. And some sport times you can't make it, but when it comes to football, it's at nighttime. It's like most people in my family, I know, Most people in my family have like a Monday to Friday job with the weekends off. So I know they have the time off. But it's all good. And the schedule is really weird though. There was home games and then there was away games. It's not like home away, home away. It's a weird schedule. So I'm going to invite my dad to the last two games, but I don't even know if he'll feel well enough to go. But I'll go ahead and invite him. And that's the only person I'll reach out to is my dad. And I know that he's not feeling his best, so I'm not going to feel bad if he doesn't show up. I did actually take that back. I did invite my best friend to one of the games because, you know, since my son is a senior, they have senior night where usually the parents walk their child out on the field and they get announced and they tell a little bio about them. So I did invite my best friend. We'll see if she goes. She said she would take the time off. Okay. My dad has, it was earlier this year. He had some problems with his legs, like the skin on his legs. And they found out that he had skin cancer. So he's gotten treatments, and I don't know, it's like one thing leads to another. He's had scans done, and so then they're like, well, we want to check this out now. He has a lot of appointments. He always, well, not always, but he's had heart problems for a few decades now. So he has highly, I would say like maybe every 6 to 12 months he goes to his heart doctor just for a checkup. But in addition to that, apparently my dad has diabetes also. I don't know why. I don't know why he has diabetes when he eats pretty good. He's very active. I don't know if he really do you know what I mean? Doctors want to make money, y'all. I'm just so thankful that I don't have any health problems. My dad's parents, though, they lived to be in their 80s. And as far as I know, they didn't have any problems until, you know, until the end, I guess. So yeah, he gets fussy with his legs. That's why I'm not sure he would want to sit at a football game. Yeah, my dad has lived a pretty, he's 79. He has lived a long life so far. Of course, if he lives longer, that would be great. But sometimes I sit here and think, I don't know. Of course, God is in control. He knows when our last day will be. But I wonder, would I want to live to be that old? Thank you, Robert. Yeah. And my dad still drives himself around, you know, around town. But either myself or my brother takes him to his doctor appointments. I even had my son take my dad to the doctor before. Robert, I am good, thank you. Like I said, sometimes I dwell on things I don't have. But I'm quick to snap out of it. Well, last night, okay. I told you I told you all that I had a long discussion with my son. I think we made some progress together. He knows more where I'm coming from. I know more where he's coming from. But after like it was over and he went to his room for the night, I I was crying last night. I was like, why? Why does this have to be so difficult? My son's like, Mom, I know you raised me to know God, to know the Bible, all of that. But he's like, he says I do too much sometimes. When I'm talking about Jesus Christ. I'm like, that's son, that's because I put him first. And I explained to him how I was raised, that my mother didn't. And we struggled a lot. And sometimes I wonder, what if my mom and my dad put God first? Would we have had a better life? I think so. I think we really would have. But it is what it is. Yeah. I was actually watching a movie. It's like 6 episodes long. It was also making me cry. I was watching it yesterday. Let me find what it was called. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. On Netflix, I was watching. Oh, it disappeared. Since I finished watching it, it disappeared. A Thousand Tomorrows, I think, is what it was called. It was about this young girl. I don't even know how old she was, but she was probably in her 20s. She was a bull. No, no, no. She was a barrel racer. And then there was this guy who was a bull rider. So they were in the rodeo. And it was a beautiful, beautiful love story. Not only it was about forgiveness, love and forgiveness. Hi, George. It is afternoon for me, but welcome. Yeah, let me find it real quick. Yeah, my son is a good kid, y'all. He's got a 4.25 grade point average. He's in sports. He's in his welding class. He is a good kid. Just sometimes makes some bad choices. And I'm going to always be here to guide him, to correct him, even if he doesn't like it. What are you captain of, George? Thank you, Brandon. Same to you. Mm-mm-mm. Nope, Omar, I'm removing that. I'm removing that comment. You have connection in the cruise ship? That's good. So you have is this your time off right now that you are on here? I might have to end my live stream, y'all. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. Oh my. Omar says tell the contractor workers to stop. Brandon says I just recently decided to maybe buy a turnkey store. I'm doing funding through profits the store used to have. Do you have a strategy I should use? You should have thought about a strategy before. I don't know. I don't have one, Brandon. Hmm. First of all, I'm not exactly sure what you mean funding through profits the store used to have. Omar's strategy is to go to GoFundMe. Scary, scary, Brandon. Yeah, anything like that is scary because it's not a fixed income. That's why I've never gotten into being my own business owner because I want to know that I've got a fixed income. Well, best of luck to you, Brandon. Scary, scary at the haunted house. Yeah. Too bad. One of my subscribers works at a pawn shop. I don't know if you've ever been in the pawn shop business, Brandon, or is this all new? Because maybe he would give you tips if he was on here. I myself don't go to pawn shops, so I don't even have any idea of what to, what to say. I'm not doing the twist. Palaniti. Oh, yeah. Yeah, since you are the owner, you could definitely do a YouTube channel. That would be very interesting. Palaniti, please don't lie. What did Robert say that he's deleting? Oh. Why would somebody come on here who's never been here before and say, I am a big fan of you. I am your best subscriber. Like, why would you say that? Brandon, it was all good, but I hope you have a wonderful day. Omar says, Brandon, the world is yours. Sell a pink flamingo. Tell them it's from 1600. Pink flamingo. No, then that would be fraud. That would be fraud, Omar. That is not good advice. Well, let's see. What time is it? Boo, you should not say the Lord's name like that. Once I realized, I'm telling you, you have to be very mindful of the words you use. You have to be extremely mindful. Well, if you're trying to get to heaven. If not, then yeah, don't worry about it. Omar says you have to take charge. It's 5:48 for Robert. It's 3:48 for me. Yeah, whenever I'm watching movies and I think they do it intentional and they say Jesus Christ, I'm like, why would you say that? It's not right to say that, Boo. I'm trying to think why. I just know it's not. Mm. It's something like do not use the Lord's name in vain. It means do not use God's name in a worthless, empty, dishonoring him kind of a way. Like there's a lot of meaning in the word God. There's a lot. So do not use it lightly. I'm just saying that's what I do. And apparently you didn't even think about it, It didn't even cross your mind. Omar. Big Mac. Do you like Big Macs, Omar? I definitely don't want to give that word any power either, boo. None. I was just saying it earlier. The more, I mean, this is my channel. It's from a Christian perspective, so it's bound to come up. When you read the Bible and you're trying to have a relationship with God, the more you the more you know better. The more you realize that you change your vocabulary, you change your tone, you change your intentions to be to align more with what's written in the Holy Bible. Omar has not had a Big Mac in a long time. Robert says, Exodus 27, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God, for the Lord will not hold anyone guiltless who misuses his name. That's a good scripture. That's not the one I was thinking of, but that is a good one. Thank you, Robert. All of these things that might seem so petty, so small, but it all matters. It matters. And yet again, my son called me AI last night, yet again. I am not perfect. Yes, I'm trying to be perfect, but I know I have a long ways to go. I've been told that Lord has other meanings, so it all depends where it's coming from. But Jesus is just the same as God. It's a very powerful word to be using. Omar, when I first started the live stream, I'm gonna show you the leftover. I had me an apple pie, and I have a pumpkin iced coffee, but it's really not iced anymore because the ice is gone. But I was celebrating because yesterday was 5 years that I've been posting YouTube videos. And I wanted to do this yesterday, but I got busy with my family. So here I am celebrating with my apple pie and my pumpkin iced coffee. But what I had for lunch, because I did not eat breakfast, but for lunch I had air fried chicken with some good seasoning on it. And I made myself a little like pasta salad, I guess. Oh, welcome, Zuda. We're talking about anything, but you can talk your way out, I guess. You've talked your way out, Zuda. Thank you for being here. Omar, do you like apple pies too? Boo, I don't have a suggestion for you. I'm just, I just told you my thoughts, but I don't have any suggestion. Robert says Deuteronomy 5:11, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Yeah, that was a scripture I was reading. Thank you, Boo. Edwin is here. Yeah, sometimes lately I've also been making my own coffee, but this was pumpkin flavored. So I decided to try it, and I paid 99 cents for this. My YouTube friend, Lady Sky, which I have not seen her here yet, she had been wanting me to try the Starbucks pumpkin. But pumpkin. Starbucks is not my favorite flavor of coffee. Starbucks is more expensive. The Starbucks where I'm at is there's usually a long line. I can have righteous judgment, Boo. It's in the Bible. But I'm not judging you. I was just saying what I said. And so that's why I decided to try this. Plus, I'm celebrating that I've been on YouTube for 5 years, like posting videos. It was 5 years yesterday. But when I do make my own coffee, I do instant and I do a little tiny bit of coffee. I like to top it with whipped cream, which I'm running low on. I like to flavor it up the way I want, and there's really very little coffee when I make it myself. Furious, good afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon for me. Omar says he only likes pecan pie, and I think Jesus ate a lot of fish when he was around. Yeah, I like pecan pie, and I usually only make that around Thanksgiving. The way I would describe Starbucks is it's not my favorite. It doesn't taste good. Oh, actually, it all started with me getting a caramel frap because that's really sweet, but I could still kind of taste the coffee. And then when I started letting my son have a little bit when he was older, we used to share. But then we saw that they had a strawberry frap. So that's what we would order, is a strawberry frap. But again, it still has the coffee flavor. Just, I don't like it. Now McDonald's coffee, I do like. I'm doing good. It's Friday. I'm doing great. Did something just pop up here? Mesa. I thought I heard a notification. There we go. Omar liked the music magazines at Starbucks. Thank you, Robert. It was, I would imagine, made out of wheat or flour. I don't know. I don't think I would call it Iranian bread. I don't even know what Iranian bread is, Edwin, so I really can't even answer that. Let me just be quiet. It was like a flatbread, I think. Where is my baby? There he is. Is that my son? I'm gonna take a picture, but I don't know if that was him. I'm gonna do something right now, y'all. I gotta send this to my family. Robert says unleavened bread, it's flat as a pancake, but it makes a great side dish. Steve is back. No, it's AI. So yeah, I was kind of right when I said flatbread, but what exact ingredients? I don't know. I'm not sure. Robert says unleavened bread is what Israel ate with the roasted lamb and bitter herbs. Okay, so the closest I think I've had is going to a Greek restaurant where they're called pitas. It's like a flatbread, and they have lamb is on the menu a lot. Are you a doctor, Steve? Edwin says, I'm imagining something looking almost like naan, but hard. I don't even know what naan is either. Oh, so what kind of doctor are you? I don't think I've ever had a doctor on here in my live stream. Because if you're schizophrenic, can you claim disability and, get Social Security benefits? I'm gonna think yes, because I do know someone who is, they told me they're schizophrenic, and they told me the names of their personalities, because isn't that what schizophrenic is? And they do collect Social Security. I don't know what ARC is. Robert says that's what Israel ate when they were in their homes and they had lamb's blood on their doorposts, protecting them from the angel of death. Yeah, I remember reading about that, Robert. Yeah. Well, in a sense, he didn't need it. God provided for him. He did not need it at all. Okay, I thought the word retarded was no longer used. So it still is a word that is used? Or are you saying it used to be, because you're saying do I remember? So that's an old thing? Yeah, the last I knew, saying, using that word retarded was like a no-no. Okay, so it still is in use today. Well, I don't know any Christians who are retarded. I don't personally. They all have common sense. Um, I don't know, Steve. I'm not worried about what words were. I'm just worried about what it means now. I was saying that earlier, how I'm very mindful of the words I use. I guess as far back as I can go would be maybe 2 generations back with my grandparents, that a bad word back then is still a bad word now. That's as far back as I can go. Not only in English, but in Spanish as well. I live in the country, Edwin. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. That's why I don't have a lot of problems that I see on social media, that I see on the news. I don't know anyone who's retarded, Steve, to have to use that word. Does that make sense? Yeah, be mindful of how you treat others. I think you should be mindful of the words you use, the tone, your actions. Be mindful of your thoughts. You were just kidding, Robert? Okay. Yeah. Okay, Steve. So you're made up as well, right? Where did you go to college, Steve? You think I'm chill, Edwin? Well, thank you. I've got the Holy Spirit in me. So maybe that's why I'm chill. I do know that when I've gone through live streams, there's only a very, very few people that I watch because I can't connect with the others. I don't know if that's kind of what you're referring to, like live stream people. It's not my story, Steve, but yeah, thank you for your opinion. Hello, Ben Adi. I don't know what language you speak. Robert is still leaving comments. Thank you. Thank you very much. Steve, you've been here plenty of times. You already know the answer. Hello, Ben Adi is Arabic. Oh, I don't speak that language, so I'm going to remove it. This is my thing, y'all. This is one of my little rules. If I can't read it, there's no sense in it being on my channel. Now, I can read Spanish, so I've not removed Spanish comments because I can read them. And obviously, I can read English. Steve, what brings you back to my channel all of the time? I'm just curious. I'm very curious why you keep coming back. Hey, James. Welcome to my live stream. I say it's not my story because it's truth. Stories, when I think of the word story, I'm thinking of a book that talks about fictional things. And God is not fictional. So what college did you go to, Steve? You should do like, have you ever heard of Brene Brown? I don't even know what her degrees are, but her thesis had to do with humans and humans wanting to connect. And she has hundreds of testimonies, thousands, and she has a lot of books that she has written. So I'm wondering if that's the route you should go, Steve, then instead of coming to a live stream. So you can know how humans get brainwashed. I would imagine she had a survey and she would ask people questions in a more controlled, like, setting environment. And she gathered her data and she came up with this beautiful, I want to say there's 10 posts. And it was like good and the bad side. James says, are you familiar with Jean Grey from X-Men? You resemble her. Okay, I have watched X-Men, but I don't know who I resemble. I don't think I resemble anyone on there. So I'm not sure which one she was. Okay, Steve, but you still didn't answer me. What college did you go to? Since you said you're a doctor. Or were you lying? Because everything I say is truth. I don't want, you know that song? Tell me lies, tell me lies, tell me sweet. I don't want lies. I don't want any lies here. I don't think so either, James. Because I think he was lying. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's not my life. You know what, Steve? I will leave you to God to handle, because that's what a Christian would do. In the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke Steve Bano. Yeah, he probably is, Edwin. I mean, I'm here to waste time too, to be quite honest. If I had something better to do, I wouldn't be here right now. What is my nationality? Y'all, I always get nationality and race confused. I get them mixed up. Oh, it says a person's legal relationship to a nation or state. Well, I'm American. I guess that's my nationality. I'm American. Robert says Proverbs 27:5. Open rebuke is better than secret. Oh goodness. Robert cracks me up. He's on it with the scripture. Oh goodness. I don't know. I I hope that's what nationality means. I'm glad my laugh made you laugh, Edwin. There's nothing more beautiful than laughing and having fun and smiling instead of frowning and instead of being grumpy and grouchy and mad and angry. There's so much joy to laugh in laughter. Then so be it, Steve. Then so be it. Oh, James has another question. I am not Dominican. We can scratch that off. I don't like, I'm not sure what Hispanic means. I've never said I'm Hispanic. But I guess I'll say I'm Mexican because my dad was born in Mexico. So that makes me Mexican. It is. It's so sad to see people grouchy, miserable, and thinking that everybody is out to get them. It's like, why are you worried about what others think? Just worry about yourself. So everyone, what are y'all doing on this Friday? Did you have fun? Did you work? Did you have a day off? You have plans for the weekend? You like my gray hair, huh? I don't like it. I've got to get used to it. And I'll let it grow out so much and then end up coloring it because I'm not comfortable with it quite yet. So maybe my hair resembles Jean Grey, but I don't think I resemble Jean Grey. Robert likes my hair too. Yeah. Okay. I was out shopping with my child in the mall. So you see a lot of people at the mall. I did see this mother who was also shopping with her. I think she just had one child with her. And she had gray hairs too. In her face, she did not look old. But I did see her gray hairs. And I looked at her hair and I was like, it looks so beautiful. But when I look at my gray hair, I'm like, ugh, I don't like. Well, yeah, once it's all grown out, it's going to be all gray. My mother, she passed away, but she colored her hair all the way until she passed away. So I never really did see her with gray hair. But my mom cared a lot how she looked. She woke up, she would get her hair done, she would put her makeup on. She had a signature hairdo, a signature look, meaning it was the same every day. Her hair, her makeup. Me, some days I didn't care to put any makeup on, and my hair was not to her wasn't to her liking. And she's like, Vanessa, she'd be like, you would be so pretty if you did your hair and put makeup on. I'm like, Mom, I don't care what I look like. I absolutely don't care. It does not give me confidence. It does not make me feel, it does not give me any self-esteem. I don't care. And I don't care what people think when they look at me. So yeah, that was my mom and I, our relationship. I'm just cracking up. Remembering those moments. When she would tell me that. I'm like, I did brush my hair. It just, maybe it doesn't look like it to you, but I did brush my hair. Are you familiar with the fictional character? What fictional character? Thank you, Robert. Edwin said my father's brother has gray hair, and like it's meant to be that way for a reason. Okay, Robert. The women in my family always embraced their gray hair. They actually look very beautiful. Well, I was trying to remember if my grandmother used to color her hair. I don't think she did. She had a little bit of gray hair though, not a lot. I'm gonna have to ask my aunt if she used to color her hair. But now my great grandmother, I remember her hair was all gray. My grandmother's skin, though, if I remember correctly, she had nice skin, but she had all gray hair. And then I look at my cousins. I do have a cousin who's a little bit older than me. I noticed that she stopped coloring her hair as well. She looks beautiful. She looks so beautiful with her hair. I'm trying to think. A lot of my cousins that are older, I think they do color their hair. And maybe that's why I'm struggling with my gray hair. I don't know. But yeah. It feels like overnight my gray hair just showed up. But it was gradual. It really was gradual, but it just seems like it was all of a sudden. It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's a part of life. And it is a blessing. It is a blessing to get old. There's actually scripture that talks about gray hair, comparing it to wisdom. Y'all, this is wisdom right here. uh, all right, James. Yeah, when I turned about 40-ish, that's when I started to just accept everything about me. Edwin, all I'll say is I'm in my 40s. I am in my 40s. Ah. I'm gonna be ending here soon because my device is going down, down, down with the battery. So, what time is it? 4:30? Excuse me. Oh, thank you, Edwin. I don't like to compare myself, right? Because I'm just trying to be a better version of myself. But sometimes, let me tell you, when somebody tells me their age or I find out their age, I'm blown away. I'm like, I thought they were older. And then I feel bad. But as far as my skin, I think it has a lot to do with genetics because I didn't really take care of my skin until, well, I did, but I didn't. It wasn't consistent. And I'm still not consistent. I'm horrible about washing my face at night because I don't shower at night unless I'm absolutely like sweaty and feeling icky, which is not often. And I would rather shower in the morning. Plus, I'm not married, I'm by myself, so I don't need to worry about how I go to sleep. So, I suppose if I was married, I would take a shower at night so I could smell good and take a shower in the morning. but I'm not married. I'm by myself. So I do what I want when I want. Why was I saying all that? Oh, so I don't really wash my face. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I go to sleep with whatever products are on my face from the morning. And my skin is still fairly good. There's this lady. She is 82 years old. She's an Italian lady, which I don't know much about Italians, but I guess Italians have good skin. I don't know if that's right. Correct. And she said the same thing, that she does not wash her face at night. And she never did. And she has really nice skin. She only washes her face in the morning consistently. So, I'm saying all that because if you are into skincare and makeup like I am, there's a lot of people like dermatologists, the skin, what are they called? Estheticians and all that, who say you need to wash your face at night, wash your face in the morning. But there are quite a few stories of people who don't follow that regimen and still have good skin. I said all that to say that. Proverbs 16:31. The wet head is a crown of glory, if it be found in the way of righteousness. Robin, I'll tell you, like I tell everybody else, you are more than welcome to ask the questions. Now, for you to get a response, it just all depends on what the question is. Hello, Ahmed from Bangladesh. I have a YouTube friend. I don't know if he's still here. He was here earlier. He's also Bangladesh. What does MD stand for? I am from the USA. I need to figure out where I'm going. How long is it going to take for me to get there? You want me to go back to 2019? I barely remember yesterday. In 2019, I had bought a house. I had sold a house. In 2019, I also bought a second car. So I owned 2 cars. In 2019, I was living my best life, just as I am today. No, my life was good. It was great. If it has to do with politics, because it kind of sounds like it does without saying, it doesn't matter for me who's the leader, who's the president, because I follow Jesus Christ, who's the truth and the way to everlasting life, and he always provides for me, always. And he actually has given me abundance. So I have never been without. Thank you, Robert. Hello, L. Wanga. Edwin says people are from Bangladesh are cool too, I've noticed. Are they? I mean, my YouTube friend that's Bangladesh, he's half Bangladesh. He's cool. But I don't really know anyone who's 100% Bangladesh. You think USA is a beautiful country? Oh, that's nice. Oh, really, Edwin? I do remember the okay, since you said that, Edwin, I do remember that's about the time that the minimum wage kept increasing and increasing. And as minimum wage increases, so does everything else. So it's like, what was the point of raising income when you're going to raise all the other prices too? So you're right. It did get more expensive. But like I said, God always provides for me, so I didn't even feel it. And even if I felt it, I didn't care. I didn't care because I had no reason to. I have no worries. I glow every day, Goop. Goop. I am so sorry, but I looked at your face thingy picture and I couldn't help but laugh. I don't know about some time loop. Edwin says from 2020 things in the world started going downhill quick. Yeah, I was in charge of the budget where I work at, and everything got more expensive. And we had to cut people in order to continue operating. So yeah, it was downhill. It was. Goop, I think you should just leave it. Hello, Ryan. Ryan, please don't tell me you're a furry, because I do not care for furries to be here. All right, y'all, I'm going to go because my phone is about to crash, as what's his name is talking about some kind of crash. My phone is about to. I appreciate each one of you who spent time here, who kept me company. I hope this was useful, entertaining, fun for you. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Peace be with you, and know that Jesus Christ loves you the most. I'll see you next time.